Hello everyone and welcome back to Uncommon Sense, the most uncommon place on the internet, where we question everything and we learn together. And my camera's crooked. Fix that.
There we go.
I don't have the hat on. It's over there.
It's over there.
Area. It's over that way.
Over yonder.
Yonder, indeed.
Yes, and I'm Uncle Butch, and welcome back to all of our uncommoners out there. It's been a very long, stressful, interesting week. I've been out of town on the north side of Oregon for a while.
Fun.
Fun. I was met with a lot of open arms, but I felt really restricted in what I could say or do. So, me being me, Uncle Butch, and you guys know me by now, hopefully, I wore a couple patriotic shirts while I was there in Portland.
I would have wore this.
You would have wore that?
Just walk around. Rocking.
So, what are we talking about today, Billy?
Well, we got a long lineup actually today, but before we get started, anybody that's new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content to, put it out there.
Right.
Because that's the only way to support the show. Like, subscribe, comment,
And
all
don't
that
forget
good
to hit
stuff.
the bell so you'll be notified whenever there's new
why am I-
content available.
I have a tuft.
You have a tuft?
It doesn't want to.
Looks more like a cowlick. What the heck's going on over there?
I only have 9. You think I'm joking? There might be more. We don't know. We lost count. Anyway. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about today, maybe if I can
Maybe.
figure out what I'm doing here. Dun, 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 is actually, it's not about Oregon right off the bat, because this is important stuff, you guys. And I don't want us to forget.
No.
Because here on the mainland side of things, it could be easy for us to forget,
Yeah.
especially for those that don't have friends or family that live in Hawaii. Those of us that do have friends and family that live in Hawaii, we think about it
Yes.
because it's so close to home.
Yes, it is.
So we're here to remind everybody else that these people are still suffering, but you need to go support them.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of mixed opinions and things about the whole tourism thing, but there was a lot of people that didn't like the tourists before all this happened.
Right.
Okay. So with that said, it is important to know that most of Maui's income for the entire island came from Lahaina
Yeah.
and from the tourist attractions in Lahaina.
Yeah.
And so much of it is gone, but there is a lot of it left.
Yep.
And the beaches are still there. Even if there's burned trees on them, the beaches are still there. They still go swim with the dolphins and, get violated by them as well. So, I just realized something. I have the wrong thing up. Butch,
Uh-oh.
why didn't you tell me?
What do you want up there?
Well, first of all, get rid of that. Where did my other stuff go? Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
There's your label.
Oh, there's my label. Hey,
You've been
there I
labeled.
is. I am finally here.
Oh,
I
and
am
you're framed.
officially here now.
And you're framed.
And I've been framed.
Yeah. It's the best framing job I ever did.
And you're
Actually,
not
it is.
even a general contractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not a carpenter either. My father is. I should say. Well, he is kind of was because he doesn't really do his carpentry anymore.
Right.
He should get back into it.
He should get back into it.
Dad,
Just
talking to
saying.
you. And glasses. He needs new glasses. Just putting that out there too.
All right, so what we got here?
Okay, so in the instance of talking about Maui, I just wanted to cover a couple of things here. I'm going to link this video somewhere. And actually, I could go link it right now in the live chat. But what happened is still a huge question. So I'm just going to play the first little bit of this, and then I'll link the video. You guys can go check it out for yourself. And there are several channels, I'm going to put this out there too, that 2 weeks ago were not making this type of content.
That's right.
So, did you check the sound?
I haven't
forgot to check
checked
the
the sound. You want to check the sound real quick?
But there's a lot of like real estate
Yeah.
stuff and homesteaders and farmers, and the real estate ones being from Maui.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks ago, they were doing videos about like the best places to visit and the cheapest vacation spots and
Right.
you know what the whole economy was like around, you know,
Yeah.
housing and whatnot. Okay, and now all of a sudden they are talking nothing but what's going on,
Yeah.
because that's their life. They live there. And there's one guy that I want to bring up after this that
Is.
I think we really need to keep an eye on, because
Okay.
he's already been like threatened and whatnot for the journalism that he's doing. Okay, but with all that said, let's get into this. Yeah, and what is that stuff coming out of the bottom of it? Little firebomb things? What is that?
Are you starting to connect the dots yet? That's the question we need to be answering. The media is telling all of us that the death toll will remain a mystery for some time now. It's been 3 weeks since the Maui fire massacre, and we're all still left with the same questions. Where are the missing children? What happened to the...
That is the big question.
Yeah.
Where are all the kids?
Yeah.
I watched one video. You guys need to watch a bunch of stuff, you know, do your own research and stuff. But he was talking about the... Actually, it might be this one. Let me go and just play it, because it might be this one where he was talking about the numbers of children.
I think this.
The kids. How many of them perished?
Now we're hearing reports
Yes, right here.
that over 2,000 children right now are unaccounted for in Lahaina public schools 2 weeks following the fire. And this is according to the Hawaii State Department of Education.
2,000. 2,000 children.
More than 2,000.
Yeah, more than 2,000 children are unaccounted for in Lahaina public schools.
Right. Now, you know, I understand fire.
So what was
burns a
going
lot
on before,
of
during,
life.
and after? You got to remember too, school was called out.
Yeah.
Some parents left work to go get their kids, take them home, leave them at home, and go back to work.
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
And then no alarm system, no
Right.
warnings, no
No.
help, no
Right.
water, no nothing.
No emergency.
And then they were
exits.
blocked in. There's one road, you guys. One. In and out.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of insane to me. But one road in and out of the city. Only one way to escape. Unless you want to go to the ocean. Which a lot of people did.
Right.
How many of those people died? People were burned alive in their cars. Whole families are being found
Yeah.
in their cars. It might have been in this one too. The lady, was it in this one? The lady
let's
talking
see.
about the little boy? That one made me cry, I'll be honest. Holding his dog.
Right. I don't know if it's this one or not.
I don't think it's this one. I think it was a different one.
Well,
Yeah.
let's watch this.
And that hits home for me, dude.
Right.
I got a boy with a dog who would have been holding his dog.
to a TikToker. This is not according to Twitter. This is according to the Hawaii State Department of Education, who is documenting who's showing up in school and who isn't. So for anybody out there that tries to snoop, so will come out here and they'll try to say, well, we're fact checking this with our BS meter and we're going to just automatically deflect on any stories.
We're fact checking this with our BS meter. I love it.
I love it.
For real.
About it. Well, then maybe you should turn to the people you look up to the most, which is the government, who are even admitting in Hawaii that over 2,000 children have not shown up yet to school. Now, we all obviously have heard reports from so many people in Maui, so much so that even local media outlets have picked up on the story, claiming that the numbers that they're giving in regards to the amount of people missing is nowhere near. In fact, the number seems to be edging closer to the amount of people that we lost on the 11th of September. Yet
Wow.
you don't hear this pumped and pushed as a national tragedy. Why? Well,
Speaking of numerology this morning,
Oh,
what date did this happen? What date was it? Okay, pause. We're gonna look that up real quick. Maui
fire
fire
date.
date. Whoops, not dare. How dare you?
How dare. August 2020.
It says in early August. Really?
Right. August 8th.
8th.
Started on August
What is 8 in numerology? What does it mean?
8th. I don't know. I haven't done numerology in a long time.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Huh.
Okay, let's go back to the video.
Anyway, just wondering. That's weird. And then all the land grabs happen.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, what's weird?
It's all a coincidence, though, right?
What's weird is
Fly on your hat. Stupid flies. They're being jerks today,
Yes.
guys. It's that time of year, too.
no. What's really weird is Oprah Winfrey, who is a billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
and Dwayne Johnson,
Oh, yeah.
Rock Johnson,
It's that time.
who is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. I'm a
asking-
real big fan of Dwayne Johnson.
asking people who
Why I
are
look
barely getting
so
by,
disgusting.
who can barely afford rent,
Or
who
happy.
can barely afford food, who can barely afford clothes for their kids, wanting them to donate to Maui.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
don't get me
ones that I
wrong,
can understand that ask for things like that are the like normal everyday real estate guys and whatnot that
Right.
are, you know.
Yeah.
Now there's one guy that his neighborhood actually survived, but he's been putting stuff out there about what it looks like out there, what they're all dealing with, and he's over here helping people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Why doesn't Oprah Winfrey donate, I don't know, 500,000?
Yeah,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
she could donate
They
$1
could
million
donate.
and it wouldn't even
Yeah.
faze her.
Yeah, exactly.
So could he.
Yep.
Kidding
They
me?
could, they could drop
They have
them.
both been famous since the 80s. They sold their souls a long time ago. They got
Yeah.
money.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just don't want to
got
spend it.
A lot of money. But have them and their their friends donate. Let's see what they donate. I don't want to see little checks for 5,000 or 25,000.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You got the money. You know you can afford it. You want to make a difference. You want to show that you want to make a difference.
And you can't even fork over $250,000?
Right.
Come on. Just.
You want to make it better? Let's start at home. Let's start getting out of your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
Sorry, little bit there.
Little rant. Little rant.
All right. All right, back to the video.
too many people were too suspicious of what they saw with their own eyes.
2,000
They blocked. I mean, okay. They blocked. Like, they've put up a black wall so that people can't film
Right.
in certain areas.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Weird stuff going on here.
Yeah. Too many questions. Not enough
Too many
answers.
coincidences. You're only allowed so many coincidences before
Yeah.
things just start.
Stacking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Jenga blocks. Anyways.
Children are missing with no answers yet, and they keep trying to shrink that number down and minimize it without any justification. Mainstream media is not showing you the actual terror and tragedy the Lahaina, Maui, Hawaii fire victims went through.
It's really bad out here.
It was
It's
this one.
bad. People are finding whole families in cars that are just charcoaled and fried. My best friend Michelle, her brother's family, just in the car. They find the car and they find mom and dad in the front seat and the 3 kids in the back. The other bad thing is that school was out that day that the fire raged through Lahaina. So parents were at work and all the kids were at home. So there's massive amounts of children who perished.
As Hurricane Idalia arrived in Florida, we saw residents being told to hurry up, fill up their gas tanks before it arrives. Then they alerted everyone that the gas was contaminated with diesel fuel. Diesel fuel in a regular engine means those vehicle engines are suddenly going to die as the people try to escape and flee the hurricanes.
In Maui, no water, no power, no sirens. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense. Then now, British Columbia, same thing. Not letting him go in, not letting him go out, not letting people volunteer to help.
So, yeah, we're not saying that we know what's going on or anything like that. It's all coincidence at this point. It's all just, you know,
questions.
We all have questions, and we have a right to have those questions.
Yes.
So, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here.
Yeah.
But
we have the right to be informed.
I want you guys to go check the video out. I really hope that you do. I encourage you to. And if you're on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, follow this guy. He's got a lot of information about Maui. He's been posting all kinds of stuff. And he's the one I was saying that he's getting a lot of flack for it. So, I think he's an important person to keep an eye on and follow. Oh yeah, it's not Twitter anymore, it's X. Because Elon Musk is obsessed with the letter X. I'm telling you, that guy is like an AI robot from the future or something. I don't know.
You want to talk about numerology? I just told the magic numbers up at the hospital were 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah.
Floor 3, floor 6, floor 9.
And 3, 6, and 9 are magic numbers.
Yeah. Just ask.
So was Elon Musk's birthday. You born on the 28th? Yeah, you could make a lot of money. You could be an Elon Musk. I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's crazy stuff, man. It is.
It's very crazy.
So, that is, I think we're going to wrap it up on the Maui thing. But we want to keep that in the light with you guys. You know, let's not forget that this happened. We need to remember it just as much as we need to remember 9/11.
Right.
And we need to ask as many questions for as many years as it takes to figure out what happened. Just like we did with 9/11.
Yeah.
And we figured out a lot. And I voted for that man. And
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We all have questions.
We do.
Anyways.
A lot of questions.
Alright, so let's move on to Oregon. What is going on in Oregon that made me title this Cocaine Bear? I'm just saying, you guys, it's weird stuff. Alright, so we're going to go through a plethora of articles today from Oregon Catalyst talking about drugs and what's happening in Oregon since, you know, we all voted, not all of us, I'm saying, but, you know,
some of us
apparently enough of us voted to legalize everything. You know, because that was smart.
Right.
And we're just gonna hand out some needles, you know.
Yeah, Narcan. Because, you know, oh dear.
Do you need a needle? Okay. Well, we got tons of them. Okay. Oh,
Need a
no,
spoon?
you need a spoon? Okay, we got that for you. You need some like
It's
tinfoil,
already
Scum?
pre-bent. Now, are you looking for a particular type of
Oh, you need
spoon
one of those little
a design,
glass,
or are
you
you
know,
looking for just like a little tip,
little penis
just the
pipe or
bowl of
something?
the spoon?
Yeah. We got you. We got you. Oh, and we'll put Narcan on every corner. Alright? Oh, and then we're gonna put up porta potties so that they can be vandalized and we have to take them down and just waste money. Anyways, brilliant ideas of Portlandia. Lars Larson. He's here to tell us the 2 big lies of Measure 110. Love this guy. Don't know him, but I respect him.
I respect Lars Larson. I've listened to him many a time.
And
so.
his dark humor, shall we say, is wonderful. All right. Sometimes buyer's remorse means something good. A new poll shows that 50 for blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's all, folks.
You want a computer read it?
No. Get out of here. AI trying to take over my world.
Let me read it.
A poll shows 56% of Oregon voters want to undo the deadly damage that they did 3 years ago. By de facto, of course, legalization of hard drugs, because that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Since then, public drug use has become so common that few take much notice. That's concerning, y'all.
Yeah.
Real concerning. Videos of overdose victims literally dying on the street in Portland are no longer a shock. The promise of Measure 110 was based on 2 lies.
No one will go to prison.
Yeah,
for
no,
drug
there's a typo there. No one would go to prison for drug possession, and addicts get treatment. Fact one, or the fact is that no one went to prison for simple possession before 110. No,
That's right.
They went to jail.
That's right.
How many addicts do we know?
A lot.
We live in.
I know a few ex-addicts that have become drug counselors. So
There's lots of those.
yes,
Like lots.
they
I know one very personally. Like,
yeah.
yeah, she's like a distant sister type person to me. You know, like she helped me through a lot of stuff, and she used to be a serious addict. But she's been clean for years,
Right.
years and years, and she became one of the best drug counselors out there. So, anyway, that was kind of beside the point. And almost no one goes into treatment after 110.
Right.
They didn't change anything. Okay. I think they modeled it after something they saw from like Sweden or Norway or something like that, where they legalized a bunch of hard drugs.
Right.
But in the process, before they legalized it, they had a system set up to not only encourage, but to bring these people in
Right.
and give them proper treatment and like serious psychotherapy and all that.
Right.
They were there for them, mind, body, and soul. That was the difference. What have they done in Portland? Nothing. They just legalized stuff and still had all the crappy systems that weren't working already.
Right. That is. But 56% of people now want to
56% of people are
want
like,
to undo that.
oh no,
Yeah.
this was bad. This was a bad idea. Okay, so let's kind of move on here a little bit. Secondhand crack smoke is now a problem. What? Just sitting there smoking crack.
Wow.
Our office was at a breakfast meeting when the random subject came up of employees being affected by secondhand drug smoke on their way to work.
Right.
One man complained that his associate was exposed to it just outside their building. She became disoriented and quickly fell ill. He then took the issue to the building manager to press the building security guard to sweep the whole block every morning of the homeless squatters who were doing these drugs.
Right.
Having private security move trespassing having private security move trespassing drug addicts off a city block is extremely difficult as they have little resources, little manpower, and police are often unable to help them. So, now we've got secondhand crack smoke becoming a problem in Portland.
Yeah.
It's going on, go to the bus, the tram, whatever, people just smoking crack everywhere.
Right.
How many children is this affecting?
Well, I remember.
That's been such a big thing for a long time, and
you could still smoke in restaurants. They had cigarette machines in restaurants, ashtrays at each table, and everything. Whether you smoked or not, there's an ashtray there. If you didn't smoke, you move the ashtray to the back towards the wall.
Or you ask for the non-smoking section because smoke doesn't.
This is before all.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Then it became a smoking, non-smoking section. But that wasn't good enough because the smoke still affected those that were non-smokers. So
now, though, in today's world, like you experienced over the week, cigarette smokers and pot smokers are the ones being frowned upon, the ones being pushed away, told that they can't be in your buildings.
Right.
And yet they have the least harmful smoke out of everyone.
Yeah.
You got people smoking crack cocaine and everything else right there.
Up in Portland.
Meth.
You can't smoke cigarettes. Oh, that's taboo. But because it could affect somebody else around you. But yet they're allowed to urinate and defecate on the sidewalks.
They're allowed to shoot up right there in the middle of the street.
They're allowed to shoot up in heroin right there in the streets.
They're allowed to walk around half crazy, half naked.
Yeah.
In the middle of the street.
Yeah.
But you can't smoke a cigarette. You have designated areas in the city where you can smoke.
I do smoke. I do smoke cigarettes. So.
And how is it that we went from acknowledging and encouraging people to come to the realization that that kind of drug smoke is so bad, it seeps into the walls, they sweat it out. I mean,
and you also,
in my experiences, I've been through a lot, and I had to learn a lot about what happens with drug addicts.
Right.
And how to protect my children from them. And all of the effects that them doing drugs in the house or around the children has on the children.
Yeah.
Even if they're not smoking it. But if they're smoking it, it's going out. So if these people are on buses or, the tram or what, I don't know, whatever. I haven't been to Portland in a long time because it's a hole-ish. Anyway. So how do we go from one extreme to the other?
Right.
It's insane to me. Okay, so moving on with the statistics here. Oregon poll, measure 110, homeless direction of state.
Wow.
Measure 110, drug decriminalization measure should be. 55% of the poll said it should be repealed. Yeah. 44% of the poll said it should be left as is.
Yeah.
That's 11% higher, which is a good number, by the way. That's 11% higher. Measure 110. 54% say it increased homelessness. 7% says it decreased homelessness, and 38% see no impact. If a candidate supported Measure 110 repeal, would you be more likely to support? 41% say yes, 33% say less likely, and 25% say it would make no difference. 58% of Oregonians think think that Oregon is on the wrong track. 41% say they're on the right track. But that number is higher than the percentage of people that voted in Measure 110.
Yep.
And who did they vote for in 2020? 52% of these people that were giving out these numbers.
Yep.
52% of them voted for Biden.
Yeah.
36 for Trump, 2 for someone else, and 8% didn't vote. So, those are the stats. Let us know what you think about that in the comments below.
Yeah.
And just to kind of point it out there even more, homeless program fail.
Big time.
250 of the 300 staff have left. High staff turnover, with about 250 leaving over the past few years out of the only 300 that were hired.
That's not good numbers.
I mean, yeah.
That tells you something's wrong.
That was up there in Multnomah County.
Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
This falls.
And all of these can just be found on Oregon Catalyst, you guys.
This whole thing with the homeless program and everything, it failing, this falls right into the lap of Tina Kotek.
Yeah. You know, because Oregon voted in, you know, the most inclusive and diverse leadership they could find.
And equitable, too.
Yes, equitable. That's, yeah, I forgot about that one.
The top three, the DEIs.
Yeah.
Diversity, activity.
And also, just to bring up that word diversity real quick, because there was such a fuss over Oliver Anthony saying the word diversity when he posted that video.
Right.
It was one of the first ones he posted after everything just blew up for him, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking about the division in the country and how it was funny to him that all those people on stage, on the GOP debate stage, had to listen to that song when he wrote about them.
Yeah.
And his point was, it doesn't matter what party anybody is from.
Right.
It's not about their party.
No.
How American are they? How for liberty are they? How much for freedom are they?
Right.
Or are they just a puppet? Like all the rest of them we've had.
Mm-hmm.
They're all politicians now. Yeah. Frankly, even Vivek. He's a politician now. Why? Because he ran.
Most politicians, I will say this, most come with strings attached.
And if they didn't already have strings attached, they gain them.
Yep.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Opinions and whatnot. Okay, so the homeless program is failing.
Yeah.
The audit complains that the county could not produce simple data on how many people have been housed by the joint office. The county's slow walking of providing data to its own auditor was so bad that the auditor decided we would best serve the public interest by not waiting any longer on data requests.
Wow.
One provider is quoted saying, "Observing from the outside, there are great people working there who are lovely to engage with one-on-one, but the culture seems highly dysfunctional. There's also a lot of insider culture and favoritism." The city of Portland should pull out of the joint office. Under its agreement with Multnomah County, the city can end its involvement, refusing to pay its next quarterly contribution of $250,000 breakup fee and walk away from the disaster.
Wow.
So this one, I'm not really going to read all of. I did have it up here to do so, but it's so long that I think I'm just going to go ahead and link it in here for you guys. Oh, that's that video. Forgot to press enter. And there is that article.
It is the number for new beginnings, says Donna.
It is. But it also is the number for money.
I'll take your word for it. I haven't, like I said, I haven't studied numerology in years, so.
And I don't see any reason why, like, if you have certain beliefs, why you can't study other things.
Right.
Like numbers, astrology, so on and so forth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
what's our motto? Question everything.
And learn together.
That's right.
Question everything and learn with Jesus. All right. Police Accountability Group eyes slush fund for itself. Wow. So, not only do we have all of these homeless problems, all of these drug problems going on, which we will get to the punchline in a minute, but yeah, now we got all these issues with the police going on. I mean, you know, they were defunded in 2020, so I'm sure that has something to do with it too.
Yeah.
In 2020, Portland voters approved an overhaul of the city's police oversight. This month, City Council will vote on the changes, but rather than working to reduce crime or improve oversight, the commission in charge seems more interested in lining their own pockets. According to Willamette Weekly, the 20-member Police Accountability Commission has made some outrageous recommendations. The Oversight Committee should have 33 members. 33, huh? Okay. That's bigger than a Portland public schools classroom. Each of the members should be paid $7,000 a year and receive free mental health care. What? What? Oh, wow. Okay.
Come again? What?
Members should receive free child care, personal security, and therapy. Well, isn't therapy mental health care? I don't know.
Personal security.
But why? Why do you need personal security?
Yeah, for each. Now wait.
Oh, what are you, the president?
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, no.
No.
And free child care? Who gave you the audacity to say you need free child care?
Yeah.
Where's my free child care?
Exactly.
Not that I would want free child care because I don't want the government taking care of my kids, but that's not the point. Like,
right.
I get free child care from family. You know what I'm saying? All right. I guess taxpayers require an accountability commission to provide oversight for the police accountability mission.
Yes. I agree.
Oh. Okay. And last but not least, because I think those other ones I pulled up, I think we'll just save them for another time. So, last but not least, you guys. The drugs in Oregon. They're getting so bad that we have to laugh about it or I'll go insane.
Oh, we have to laugh about it.
I'm already a little insane in my brain.
In Portland, we have a problem with not only the homeless, but also raccoons.
I clicked that at perfect time, too. We got cocaine coons, you guys.
Cocaine raccoon.
And I'm not saying that as a derogatory term of any kind. It is an actual coon, an actual raccoon. Yes. Terrorizing Portland. Kind of looks straight out of Guardians of the Galaxy. No, just kidding. I mean, they put that one on there on purpose.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. How similar is that to the cocaine bear? Just saying. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, there is a sudden increase in aggressive raccoon attacks in Portland this August, as well as an increase in overdose deaths.
Wow.
Huh. That's an interesting coincidence.
I know. That's one thing.
As he says.
I have to admit, I didn't see that while I was up in Portland. I did not see a raccoon crashed out on the side of a building with a needle out of his arm.
I'm going to make that because
make that with
it's going to happen.
With a little elastic strap laying down by his lap or on the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to make that, and then I'm going to make a thumbnail out of it, and it'll be right next to the cocaine bear.
There we go.
Okay, so, yeah, things make you go, Here is a video of a Portland man fighting a raccoon with a wooden pallet, where the raccoon seems unafraid of both man and dog. Can't understand why this could possibly be. Could this raccoon be similar to the events that inspired the film Cocaine Bear So, Cocaine Bear, in case you guys don't know, it is about, like,
based on a true
a
story.
bear that is high on cocaine. But it is based on true events.
And
As
he
in,
got
like,
more aggressive
there was
and
a
he attacked
cocaine
people.
dropping that happened somewhere. I can't remember where it was now, but yes,
Yes.
a bear got into it. And he was running around raging mad, like, wreaking havoc. Also, if the raccoons are getting it, what else is getting it?
Right.
The deer?
Yeah. What's next? Are they all going to...
Anyone who has ever spent a decent amount of time in Portland knows that Portland has a lot of little grassy, woodlandy type areas in the middle of the city.
Yes, they do.
It was like, you know, when they were making this city, somebody was like, no, we can't build there. It's too pretty. Just leave it the way it is.
Right.
And they just kind of built around it. Right?
Yeah.
And over it. So there's all parts of Portland, several parts of Portland that lead it back out into the wilderness.
Yes.
So now you got raccoons coming in, and they're rummaging through all the trash, because that's what raccoons do. They like abandoned buildings. How many abandoned buildings did we create in Portland in 2020?
Especially with their new laws and regulations.
Yeah, we got all kinds of extra taxes and stuff up there, and, like, you know, between the government telling them that they couldn't do this and that, and if they didn't do this and that,
right. If they
had to close their business and
to take from them. Then
well, and they had to make people wear masks. They had to do this. They had to do that.
Close down a lot of businesses.
A lot, just in 2020, and it's been going like this ever since then.
Yeah.
I mean, it went way down.
Yeah.
And now it's still going.
Yeah.
Businesses are slowly still leaving Portland, whether it's because of the drug problem, they can't afford all the tax BS,
right?
Whatever. Okay. And now they got coons coming in to all these abandoned buildings.
Yeah.
And if the coons are coming in, you're bound to have a bear somewhere too. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's how wildlife works. So the video is silent, but yeah, look at this guy.
Trying to fight off this raccoon.
There's a video too that's gone around on the internet of this lady that, like, her daughter was getting attacked by a raccoon. I'm not sure, but it might have been in Portland too. So if you guys know, comment on that. If you know what video I'm talking about, but it's this lady on her porch. She starts screaming for the kid to get inside, and she's like, you know, getting attacked by this raccoon and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Can't help but wonder, did it happen in Portland? Okay, and then about the same time, this lady and her dog were attacked by a raccoon.
Overly aggressive, possibly high.
Possibly.
Raccoon.
In one Northwest neighborhood are fed up with the raccoon.
With the story,
Come on.
Jeffrey.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Johnson and 22nd, a woman and her dog were attacked by the animal on
Where's
that
the video?
street corner. And as you're about to hear, she was terrified.
Shauna Wells was out on a routine walk.
Just gonna point out something too, though, that I thought of. Why is a woman walking through Portland at night?
Well,
I'm just saying that wasn't safe in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, I say this as being like protective of her as a human being. That wasn't smart.
No.
It is not a safe city to be walking around at night.
No, it is.
And now we got coons to add to it.
Walk with her dog just before 10 last Tuesday when suddenly a raccoon bolted at them, hissing. The attack lasting about 25 seconds. Wells says she and her dog fought hard while the raccoon tried to crawl up her body and towards her face. Thankfully, her dog was able to pull it off of her. That's when she says she tried to stomp on the animal before it backed away. She and her dog were treated for scratches and bites at a nearby hospital.
Jesus. Treated for scratches and bites, but not treated for rabies.
Right. So
if that coon wasn't rabid, what was it?
They don't get overly aggressive like that.
Let us know in the comments. I mean, they can if you're provoking them.
Yeah.
But if the coon is not high on cocaine, it's not going to, like, come out of nowhere and attack you for literally no reason.
No.
Yeah, they'll be aggressive if you're messing with them, but...
I figured it out. I know why. All these cocaine raccoons, they're attacking these people because the people look like people that owe him money for cocaine.
Probably. He's like, you owed me last week, beep. Like, where's my money?
Where's my money?
Next thing you know, there's gonna be like some gang shootings over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, that is true. 8 on its side is the infinity symbol. Amen to that.
Yes, it is.
But I figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so the raccoons increase in a city where there are lots of, free scrap food, so on and so forth. We already kind of talked about this.
Right.
But, so, it's just restating basically what I just said. All the abandoned buildings, all of the scraps and junk laying around, and how much of that junk is drugs that were dropped.
Right.
Poor little raccoon, he comes along, he's innocent, he don't know. And he picks up this little baggie, it's got white powder in it. He don't know, he probably think it's like sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he pops it open, all that cocaine goes.
Even if you ripped it open and he's curious about
the first thing he's going to do, what?
Is sniff it.
Exactly.
So he goes up and goes to sniff this cocaine. Now,
to figure out what it is.
Right.
And then he's going to taste it.
Rub a little on his gums.
And then you're going to owe him money. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I think that'll wrap it up for today, you guys. Let us know what you think about everything in the comments.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, absolutely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, watch Owls and Aliens, buy their album, go to their show, and hopefully next week we will actually have some really exciting news for you guys.
Yes, some very exciting news.
It's kind of building up right now, so we're going to sort of keep it on the down low for now, but we got some exciting things happening, and so we'll probably be announcing that within the next week or two. And hopefully next week we will not be
in the
shed with the stupid flies out here in the yard. So,
all right.
With all of that, we thank you guys. We appreciate all of you for your support.
Yes,
and
much love.
One of these days we'll have some merch for you guys to rock out in public.
Yeah, tell us what kind of merch you'd like to see.
I was honestly thinking, though, our first one, because t-shirts are pretty easy to come by. Like, there's local places. We looked it up one day. There's like 4 places here locally that do screen printing.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew there was because I got that Made in Japan shirt from my brother.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember that? That's funny.
Yeah, that's some funny stuff.
Gotta love souvenirs, you know? Anyway.
There's some souvenirs you put on the fridge.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Cute little faces of souvenirs.
Until next time, all you uncommoners.
Real quick.
What do you got? What do you got?
Well, I was going to say that t-shirts are pretty easy to come by. So, would you guys rather have like the black and white prism or all the colors? Kind of give us an idea on that, because we'll want to do something that's with our logo.
Right.
And we'll probably eventually, I'm sure, have several different designs, but what should be the first one? Should it be that famous logo that you guys see all the time?
Right.
Or, just the words, or just the letters? Let us know what you think. And stickers. If we did stickers, would you guys buy stickers and then pass them out to people? Stick them on, I don't know, bathroom stall or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody did with the Joe Biden stickers?
Come over here real quick. Who's that, Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
If you're still watching, let us know what you think.
Yep. And we appreciate you.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Until next time, don't believe nonsense and
stay uncommon.